Capcom, 1993, Disney, produced by Capcom. Rescue Rangers 2, super rare, serious business. He's picking the Hawaiian shirt guy, Dale. Oh, baby.
Yeah, so these noises are actually like alarms. And I don't understand how that weak alarm is an alarm.
That's a strange alarm.
And like even like they broke Fat Cat out of prison, they just flew a blimp over and he just like jumped in it. Are you serious? What kind of security do they have?
Well, it's obviously they took a page out of Superman because that's how Lex Luthor got out, remember?
That is how Luthor got out, isn't it?
Big ass fucking blimp, dude.
There's no way to guard against blimps.
I need to get out in a speedy fashion.
Yeah,
Ready my
exactly.
blimp.
When you want to get away and you don't care how everyone else jokes about you doing it, you get a blimp.
Get a blimp. Just get a blimp.
So,
and
And Dale, just like the first one, Dale and Chip are the same?
yeah, they are the same. Like, yeah, I picked the no nonsense Indiana Jones hat for the first game, so I figured get a little more casual Friday for this guy.
Exactly.
Casual.
So their hitbox is exactly the same then? There's no, like...
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a frame off. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's just, remember, we were talking about that when you played, like, the game on the Wii or on the Super Nintendo or something, and Mario's feet became a different hitbox, so I didn't know if you knew.
Well, let's get serious business, though. You said this is rare, this game?
Yeah, this is one of the rare games on the console.
93 was very late in the life of the NES, so...
Yeah, I mean, Super Nintendo came out in 91, so kind of any game that came out around 92 or beyond kind of got...
EOL?
Forgot, yeah, because
everybody was on the new shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, because, was it DuckTales 2 came out in 93?
Yeah.
That was another rare one. Wario's Woods is kind of a rarer game, and that came out in 95.
Yeah,
that's the last licensed official, like, Nintendo game.
EOL means end of life for any cell phone person who's, well, non-cell phone person, I should say.
The people that knew what the telephones were?
But I do have a game, because the thing that, up until recently, I thought the latest game on the Nintendo was a game called Menace Beach. Oh no, it's called Sunday Funday, and that came out like late to 95. But I have a bike training program that is compatible with the Nintendo that came out in 96. Like, that's what it says on the title screen.
Wow, that's late. That's like well into the PlayStation.
That's the
PlayStation was like 95,
era.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like N64 era.
Yeah, that's like, that's getting there.
Yeah,
N64 was that 97 or late 96, right?
I do think that Street Fighter Alpha 2 was one of the last released titles on Super Nintendo.
Correct.
Because I had it.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I had it too, but I had it on Saturn.
It is the only Super Nintendo game I've ever played that actually had loading time.
I had loading time, but it was on Saturn. And it looked great. It was arcade perfect, actually.
Okay, so yeah, this boss is kind of weird.
I remember him as the wombat.
He's flapping his wings, and it's creating like wind resistance. So like you.
Looks like Snagglepuss and a vampire got it on.
He used to get electrocuted a lot on the show.
Yeah, but like the only way to kill him is every time he goes up there, he shoots 2 concrete blocks. But if you run all the way to the side, the blocks fly off the map. So you have to get close to him. So he throws them where your body was.
Okay, that's brutal.
And then it allows you to pick it up and then hit him with it later.
Now, when you say they fly off the map, is it going to like glitch out in that case where you can't beat him because he won't throw any?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just a repeating attack pattern for him. But
so that would be the main difference in a licensed game and a non-licensed game. Non-licensed, you'd have been froze forever, right?
Well,
it would have been Cheetah Man World.
Yeah, in a non-licensed game like Cheetah Man 2, even if you beat the boss, the game's over.
Yeah.
Oh,
like game? No, you didn't.
That was a baseball. You can carry it around, but you don't really need it.
Way to have range on that red ball. Now you got a baseball, so it's a totally different game.
Yeah, see, and you can, if you're running with it, I think if you hold the button, you'll see sometimes the...
it's like flashing.
Yeah, the box will flash. That means it's like a supercharged one.
Oh, okay.
And it'll kill enemies like differently.
I notice his ass really goes up in the air when you throw one. Like if supercharged one, does he drop like a squirrel turd?
It just takes a lot out of him physically and mentally.
Drops a little brown bomb.
Now this one I'm actually fighting like really conservatively. I only have 1 hit point left on the bottom right.
Yeah, this weasel guy was a douchebag too.
So I'm actually fighting this like really conservatively, and I really don't want to die because you get 3 hits per level, but that's it.
You can't get more life like via.
No,
Oh really?
no, you can't get any more life.
Oh, that's hardcore.
Yeah, it gets pretty rough. The RR symbol. See, I don't know what the big one is on the bottom. I don't know what that. I gotta get any of those. But the little ones, if you get like a certain amount of them, you get an extra life and stuff.
Rescue Rangers.
Which we've learned from podcasting with Ryan before is really not necessary.
Not
Indeed.
necessary. All right, so and this is interesting. I actually have a time limit. You have to beat the level in 3 minutes or you die.
Well, at least
But-
they give
So
you a
it's like
handy
that
little
Ninja
timer.
Turtles level. The
Yeah, but
freaking-
Yeah,
oh,
kinda does,
God, I
doesn't it?
hate that level.
The
Are we
secret
gonna run
of
through
the
that
ooze.
sometime so I can see how that game actually is supposed to be played?
all I can say is, trust me, I've been working on it, and it's not looking very good.
Which game?
Yeah, see, so at least I don't feel bad then. Because
Which
if you're
game?
getting stuck, then I feel better.
Which game?
No, I got.
The original Ninja Turtles.
Oh, fuck that game. That's a shitty game.
Exactly.
That's a terrible game.
That and X-Men.
I couldn't
Worst
even
game
get that
ever.
deep into it because, like, you can't. I would play it in emulation so I can make save states and just cheat because that just to see what happens.
Just to
It was
see
a
that.
shitty game.
No, I remember I played it for like 3 months, like almost every day.
You
for
would
3
take so
months.
much
I got
damage.
I got really good at it.
And 2 of the turtles were worthless.
Yeah,
Raphael and
Raphael
Michelangelo
and-
were awful.
exactly.
They were like
Raphael was
throwaway. They were
just
worthless.
So bottom tier. If you're gonna tier that game, Raphael sucks.
Raphael's Dan tier for sure.
Because he's got to get close enough to spit on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might as well fuck him.
Michelangelo
How
was the
close
same
he
way.
is.
But I got to the Technodrome.
Oh,
And
did
you know
you?
that game,
Holy
like,
shit.
You know that game, like when you die, the game's over. There's no.
Yeah, it's over. There's no continuing
Right.
that game.
I got to the Technodrome and I got inside of it, and you fight like you can't even move because there's so much stuff on the screen. You have that cool like slow motion deal going with the
But
Nintendo.
don't they have those goofy eyes that just shoot
Now let
at
me
you
ask
and
you
you're
this:
just
would
fucked?
the best strategy there for the whole tier purpose be to pick Raphael first to see how far you get? Because once
yeah,
you die,
oh, maybe, huh? Yeah, just to get him out of the way.
yeah, because like everyone else always did it in reverse. You played Donatello, then Leonardo, then you're stuck and you can't beat the game because you got
Yeah,
Raphael.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Yeah, you're right.
You can never revive the fucking turtles.
So yeah, let's do that. Next
Well,
time you
when they
fail,
die,
start with Raph and see if you can knock out a level or 2 before you waste that fucker, and then maybe you'll get farther.
Well, no, like when you lose turtles, there's houses you can like get them. Like they don't die; they get captured.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can go into
I
like
seem to
houses.
remember like maybe that's why I never got too far. I was like, damn, I'm out of turtles, and I cut the fucking game off.
Yeah, in parts of the game, there's like houses you can go in and they're tied up.
Yeah, you can get a guy back.
Like save
And
them.
he'd have like half his life or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think he has half
Oh,
life.
okay. Well, shit.
But
now
then,
now I feel like maybe I could have done better on that one then.
and there's another room where it gives you is essentially like a free full pizza. And
It was still brutal.
and there's no enemies or anything. It's like a really small room. You just go get a pizza and leave. So that was how I think that's like the midpoint.
Could
of the
you
game.
respawn it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You have to leave the house and go back in, and then so I think that's the halfway point of like level 3 or 4. It's
Well,
it's
we got
definitely
to the
after
Technodrome
demo.
once. I
I
think it was
still
my
say
buddy
though, maybe
Sean
you
and
should
I.
start with Raphael and see if that helps
We
you.
played that
last
fucking
part.
game all night. It was my buddy Sean and I. He was actually pretty decent at it, and I could run through with like Leonardo and Donatello.
Donatello.
And we
Fucking
got
man.
just to the Terradrome, and we died basically instantly. And it was just like,
Yeah.
whatever. We just put all that into it. It's like, what's the
yeah,
fucking
the
point?
Technodrome was hard because
Lasers, they just kill you like instantly.
they-
It was stupid.
there's lasers and endless Foot Clan
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, it was just like
flying
the
at
worst.
you.
It was so stupid. That game fucking was the worst game.
Now, was it the arcade one that was actually pretty decent?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the arcade ones are great.
Yeah,
super fun,
That
great.
that was Turtles number 2 and 3, but I don't think 3 was an actual arcade.
Well,
game.
LJN didn't have anything to do with it. That's why.
Yeah, that's why it was good. I don't think 3 ever came out as an arcade game. I think it's called the Manhattan Project. That's
Yeah.
Manhattan Project was an arcade game.
Oh, was it?
Or it was
I
at least a
didn't
Super
play it.
Nintendo
I only
game. Or
played
maybe it was a Super
Turtles
Nintendo
arcade
only game.
What was it? The Secret of the... No, I'm thinking of the movie titles. Never mind.
I'm gonna look
Okay,
at
well,
I will look that up right now.
Well, the one on the Super Nintendo was Turtles in Time.
Exactly. That one I remember.
Yeah, that was a good one. The Nintendo had the original game and then the arcade game, which was actually Turtles 2, and then Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, and then they also had Tournament Fighter.
Tournament Fighter was good.
The Nintendo version is not good. the
No.
Super
can only
Nintendo's
assume.
okay. 'Cause
Wow,
you,
two
Super Nintendo
buttons.
is playable. Because you
Yeah.
get Casey Jones, and he's a fucking beast on it.
All right, Manhattan
Well, yeah,
Project
for
was
the
released in
Xbox.
92 on the NES.
was it ever a
I think it was just an arcade game sequel, as it looks like.
Because I read somewhere, I think like the American version and the Japanese versions are actually different, like the levels.
Really?
Yeah.
They weren't
Well,
released that far apart. Release
Now,
date
the NES
Japan,
version
December 13th,
of
1991.
Turtles and
February
Battletoads
92.
mixed is rare, but the Super Nintendo version isn't, right?
Wait, you're talking about Battletoads Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I said it was Turtles.
But yeah, that one is rare. That game is really fun too. I have that one.
Because Battletoads, I don't think I beat that either. I got, like, so many levels in and could never get past.
No, man, I got to fighting that stupid broad that takes your friend. I think his name is Pimple or whatever. I got to fighting that dumb broad and I died, and that's it. It's game over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe it
Like,
never
I would
came out on
get so
anything
far, I
else.
could never get past it. That and
Yeah.
Biker Mice from Mars.
It doesn't say that it came out. It was just NES. Well,
Yeah,
I know
yeah, I
that
didn't
Turtles
think of-
Arcade, the NES one, had like 2 levels that were in nothing else. Like like there was this one level where you fought the ice people, and there was one level where you're in a dojo, and when they were huge, and it was not part of the arcade game at all.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of as far as like extra stages. Maybe it's that game. I don't like. I mean, I haven't played those games in a long time. So.
This makes me want to like get the PSP out and download the ROM and put it on there. Play it, see what's up. Actually, I want to play Kid Clown. I want to fire that up on the PSP.
I actually want to look for the Super Nintendo game and see if it's like how good
It looks
is.
really good.
Like I mean, I'm just picturing Kid Clown. But
It's from
better.
a
Like,
from a
looks better, like,
3/4
maybe-
perspective.
Yeah.
It's like a 3/4 downhill perspective. It looks like. I saw a lot of
Yeah, I've
pictures
seen
of it when I was
screenshots of
doing the
it.
post and trying to get pictures for the post, and it looks really interesting.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
I actually wanted to do some kind of like Simpsons thing, like do a bunch of different Simpsons games, like the Game Boy games and stuff.
That'd be a blast.
I'm in the process of looking for a floppy disk reader that I can use with the USB connect, so I can play that Simpsons floppy disk game.
There's a Simpsons floppy disk game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said when we were doing The Simpsons, he said that there was a, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Are those
Yeah.
dominoes or dice
What?
that he
Oh,
said?
how did we
they're
do
cards.
that?
Oh, okay.
They're playing cards. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
who has a fucking computer that even has a floppy disk in it anymore?
Well, yeah, but see, what I'm thinking is like, there's got to be someone somewhere has to have invented like a USB connect just for a floppy disk player. Like,
Yeah, there's for a 3.5 Is it 3.5 inch?
That doesn't
Okay.
exist.
And in case it don't, we just patented the idea.
Yeah, right. No, it
Well,
exists. It
yeah,
has
see, all we have to do is we have to write it in a note and then send it to ourselves in the mail. Then it's notarized, or
Indeed.
then it's like legit.
Then it's-
Been
yeah, then it's
through
legal,
a legal
'cause
process, yes.
You could take that and the judge would open it and say, yes, this is clear.
Yeah. All they would do is they would look at the date to which the
Oh, smart.
postal service took it,
Yep.
and then it's a wrap. Like if your idea came out before their idea, then that's it. Like I remember I used to send, I don't think I'm gonna get arrested for it, but it's total postal fraud. I would send letters to a friend of mine because we thought about it in school one day. We're like, does this work? I would write a letter to my friend. This is back when people still used, before the
Oh,
letter.
look, it's the things
Letter?
from Mega Man.
On paper?
Yeah, on the paper. I would write him a note. This is whatever, like, what are you doing next week or whatever. and I would put my address as where it's going, and I would put his address as the return to sender,
Yeah.
and then I would send it off without any stamps. So it would go to return to sender.
So if you
for
put it in a
information.
random mailbox, yeah, it would go to the return to sender address.
Yeah, so it would go to him.
Yeah.
He used to get free letters.
You built the postal system out of as much as 95 cents.
Yep.
You are what brought down the post office and Columbia House.
Yeah,
aren't
that's definitely. Yeah, and that's why Columbia House failed.
I single-handedly took down Columbia House.
you? No, I took down Columbia House, dude. I had like 97 of their movies, never paid for one of them, dude. Because like they never checked and they never asked for social security numbers, so I just give them the address with different names every time.
Nice.
And like where you could add your friend for a penny and they get 7 free ones. I was my own friend for so many like rotations.
You've always
dude.
been your own friend.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, it would be I'd have an account in Brandon Pate, then I would have Shane Pate, then I would have Brandon Shane, and Shane would be the last name. And it's like these people, if it's the same address and they don't put 2 and 2 together, they deserve what fucking happens.
Would
to
you
them.
send us like a letter to get out of it? Like, this is, I've never received this.
No, I just said fuck it when they sent the thing to answer it. Yeah,
From
and
the
then
desk-
they actually sent me a letter and said they blocked that address. And so I went down like the street. There was this old abandoned house that nobody lived in for like 20 years.
sent it to that house.
So I used that address. And I would just drive down there, like on the way home, just stop and check that mailbox and get my fucking movies.
That's fucking amazing. That's
Well, you're talking to the guy that stole from the public library, remember? For a dollar.
the library.
Yeah, to get
Library.
Mega Man X3, that rare ass.
Library,
game.
man. Come on.
Library. The public
Library.
library, Mong.
There's
Library.
an R in there for a reason, buddy.
Hey, buddy. I'm in the
I'm
South,
not
okay?
your
It's a whole
guy,
different
buddy.
doctrine here.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
Library. Yeah, I remember y'all giving me shit about it then.
I suppose we should talk about the game.
There's nothing to say, man. Like, just look. You go right.
Keep going right. Ryan's going right. It seems to be very successful for him at the moment.
You know,
It
and then,
hasn't failed us yet.
then the guy with the mustache gives
Ah,
me
you took a
treats,
hit.
and then go back on. I go back. All right, so now
Hey,
that there are
Murray.
lasers.
There's a good job. Have some cheese and a blowjob.
He does have the mustache for it.
He does. You know he's a pedophile.
He has the
That's
Filoni
probably your
mustache.
favorite character from the series, right, Ryan?
The only
One with the
I-
mustache.
The one with the mustache.
Yeah,
Ooh, the dogs are back.
Yeah, I remember.
Reusing
Over the New
sprites,
Year.
what
Oh, by
up?
the way, Happy New Year to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, fags.
You said that,
Over the
but
New
we don't
Year.
really know when we're gonna post this, so it might be like May.
Maybe about 2 weeks from now.
We were talking. My friend wants to start up the Nefarious Mustache Club,
Oh, God.
and we're all just we're gonna gather once a month to watch movies based on mustaches, like Tombstone.
Tombstone is the single-handedly best mustache,
That's a good mustache
cameo
movie.
It's
It
awesome.
is.
ever. It is right up there with 70s porn. Okay, it is. It is Ron Jeremy
There
esque.
is a respectable amount of rape.
That's how
and
you should rate him too.
murder
When you watch him, you'd be like, "That's like 3 Ron Jeremys."
befitting a mustache.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man, and like everyone has a distinct mustache too. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Very distinct. Handlebars.
You could be sponsored by Magnum PI and Ron
Oh,
Jeremy.
you can throw that cocksucker? Nice.
But
Hey, where's your red ball, man? You got Fat Cat. I don't know if you can beat him
Oh,
without
he's
a red
back?
ball.
see, I don't remember
This
the
didn't take
parts.
long.
Yeah, this is the end of the game, I think. Yeah, there's only 3 minutes left. Oh yeah, see, he learned his lesson because now I have to like
Hey,
he.
laser tag?
I forgot how you hit.
Oh,
this
he's a
guy.
RoboCat
Oh,
now? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he sends bombs at you or something. That's how you shoot him. Like, there's no red balls in this game. Yeah,
I
see,
guess
like,
he learned his lesson. I respect that.
Yeah,
very
see, like
respectful.
the bombs, you have to, and like there's a timer, so you have to throw them at a certain time so they actually do damage to him, and eventually he just falls apart.
They are blue. Imagine that. They throw blue balls.
Did that explode on its own? Because if you timed it right, or does it attach to him?
No, you have to time it right. you have to hold on to it. I think till like just
2,
before it changes to 1.
Boom. Ooh, Sparky Tail.
Yeah, I don't know. This game was really fun. Kind of bummed out that it was expensive, but
Was it?
still.
How much was it?
Yeah. 'cause
Well, I
it's rare.
got.
Like 85.
I got this, DuckTales 2 and Contra Force for $100. Like all 3 of them.
It's not
So
bad.
33 each.
Yeah.
Not brutal, but yeah, I feel you. I know what you mean.
I mean,
When you're used to getting stuff for like $2.
well, like the only way that I got that price was because I had to buy all 3 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to buy all 3 of them to get that deal. So that was kind of a bummer, but whatever. I have 3 rare games that.
And you
not
didn't
every-
have to blow a homeless guy. That's a thing.
Well, I mean, I don't have to, but
It
sometimes you
was
just
Patrick.
You just want to.
sometimes you just get bored. I mean, it's a Thursday afternoon. What are you gonna do with your life?
Live a little, Red Riding Hood. Sorry, little Bo Peep. I don't live in your little world. Maybe I blow a homeless guy once in a while.
Sometimes there's a girl, but it's not a girl.
We've all been there.
I don't know. If it was Bailey J, I'd think about it.
But
So how many have we been counting these off? Are they 10, 12, 7? How many hits just until the
That's a
fucking?
lot of hits.
yeah, and until he gives up and cries uncle. Like,
I mean, it's the same number or it's random, is what I'm getting at.
I don't know. I've only beaten this game a handful of times, so I don't know. Because like each of these videos, I have to beat the game at least twice before I even attempt a run through of it,
Right.
and then that's
Get your
when I start.
confidence up.
Yeah, like, that's when I start the process of like really learning each level. Because like some games, I could beat with dying like really easily, but I mean, I'm trying to do like a kind of a next level kind of thing.
You need
So
him to be in the middle every time, because once you get behind him, like he just has nothing. He can't do shit to you on that side of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, my video is showing that the fight's already over, so I think
I'm still going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're,
Just
you're
ended
watching
for me.
stage clear.
Yeah.
It's that stage clear for me right now.
Okay, and they still give you a bonus game even though the game's over, which is stupid.
Now it's drained all your Rescue Ranger juice.
Yeah. What are you playing for here? You got 2 players. Woohoo!
Yeah. See, I wanted to do like a co-op thing, but nobody I know plays games any good. So
Thanks for the
it's gonna take
endorsement,
forever.
Dick.
I'll hold the
Co-op for
controller
what game?
while you do
Well,
all the work.
Well, to be fair, you live in a place where people get shot a lot, and then Shane lives in a place that makes ham. So
I live where we don't even have Nintendo yet.
you guys are still working on that Atari 7800.
No, seriously, where he lives, like collarless shirts are totally in style.
Dude,
So
that's our casual Friday.
That went off with a
So here's
dud.
the end
I
of the
thought that would be a lot funnier.
So there's all your main
I
characters.
still want to know his name. What's the name of the green bee, dude?
It's not Gazoo.
I
That's
forgot.
the Flintstones.
All right.
What is that thing on the bottom right? Oh, it's an acorn. I thought it was a person. Never mind. I'm
That's
stupid.
weird.
All right, wrap it up, guys.
Yeah, wrap it up. That was
Three-
Chippendales Rescue Rangers 2.
2
It's
seconds.
rare, apparently. World -1. Adventures on Channel 3. Kevin, Ryan, Shane, bye!
We missed the deadline.
We didn't, though. It was going according